Wembley Stadium packed with the fans of Norwich City and Sunderland as they prepare to contest the 1985 Milk Cup final. Early touch there for Gordon Chisholm. And here's David Hodgson who tries one! Just dipping a foot over the bar, David Hodgson. Trying to test Chris Woods early on. Watson just ready through to release Donowa. Decent cross as well, the header coming in by Barham, who joined the attack. Lovely link-up play on the right-hand side, and the ball played by Mendham to release Donowa. Decent cross, and Barham was there to connect with the header. Run across the face of the Sunderland box. Here's Donowa. Headed back into the danger area. Mendham beaten by Daniel. The stooping header coming from John Dean. Donowa's cross looked for a play on the far side, and when it was played back into the danger area, it was Dean who got the vital touch. Mendham did well here to put Daniel under pressure, and the header by Dean over. Donowa. Hartford. Bruce. Again will probably have a go. Decides to play it into the path of Barham. Great save by Turner. Off the line by Chisholm, I think. Real scare there for Sunderland, who are now on the break themselves. The closest we've come to a goal. Hartford. Barham still down in the penalty area. Here's a chance for Shannon! Turner well positioned. Boos ringing round though, because the referee allowed play to go on even though Barham was down in the penalty area. Well, it was Bruce who shaped to shoot, and in the end it was Shannon who helped it into the path of Barham. Great save by Turner. In fact, it was David Corder who cleared it outside the 6-yard box. Oh, and Walker's away here. He's got behind Van Wyk. Clive Walker. Now, was he tugged back? The referee says yes. There's a free kick just outside the Norwich penalty area. Walker. In the end, it didn't threaten goal. It was well struck by the former Chelsea player. Set up there by Daniel. Bruce, who had quite an impact in the first half. Corner. Oh, well played here by Dean. Gone across his man. Shannon. Hartford. It's there. The last touch was off Chisholm, but I don't think you'll take the goal away from Asa Hartford. David Corder made the mistake, and Norwich are in front. And you can see what it means behind the players there in the stands. And on the bench as well, with Ken Brown jumping for joy, literally. An amazing start to the second half. David Corder tried to let the ball run out of play. He was robbed by Dean, who did well to keep the ball in play. Shannon had an opportunity, and the shot from Hartford came off Chisholm. Dropped on towards Venison. Trying to get the wrong side of Van Wyk. Did the referee spot that? Yes, he did! A penalty to Sunderland. Dennis Van Wyk. What a mistake, and what a chance for Sunderland. So, Clive Walker against Chris Woods. Oh, it's hit the post! What an opportunity, and what relief for Van Wyk. And Clive Walker, well, he struck it well enough, left-footed. Hartford. Intercepted by Venison, but Hartford again. Nicely played by Shannon. Here's Mark Barham with an opportunity here. Couple of feet wide from Mark Barham, but that was brilliant play by Mick Shannon to play it into his path. Asa Hartford pulling the strings in midfield. It was his ball forward. Lovely layoff there by Shannon, and Barham scampering forward. He shot though off target. Dean to Mendham. And now Donowa being trapped by Hodgson. And away from Hodgson. Donowa. Decent cross. Oh, it's a brave header from Dean. Another incisive break which Ken Brown appreciated. In the end, it was good defending by Sunderland to deny Dean that opportunity. It was a brave header, though, by the former Aston Villa player. Hartford once again with Barham for this corner. To the far post this time. Bruce is up there! Timed his run, but just couldn't get over the ball in time. Bennett. This is what Sunderland have to do. They have to play in Norwich's half. Gale. Bennett! Straight to Woods, but a foot either side would have caused problems for Norwich. Good play, and a shot from Barham! He beat the offside trap, and it was Dean who found him. That would have been a super goal to make the game safe. Well played there by Dean. Barham beating the offside trap, and look at that. Now then, Chisholm, as the referee looks at his watch. The referee's whistle goes, and that's it! At the third time of asking at Wembley, Norwich have won the League Cup final. Clive Walker sinks to his haunches. It was his missed penalty and Gordon Chisholm's own goal which has given the cup to Norwich City. An embrace between Shannon and Donowa, the old and the young. Hugs and smiles all round as Ken Brown and Mel Machin embrace the players. Norwich 1, Sunderland 0. And even a hug from Mick Shannon for Ronnie Brooks. So the Norwich players make their way up the 39 steps to the Royal Box. Dave Watson, who was signed from Liverpool not so long ago, receives his medal from Sir Stanley Rouse. Graham Kelly, the chief executive of the FA, looking on. Dave Watson holds aloft the Milk Cup for 1985. Norwich City win it. And a well-deserved victory it was too for Norwich City. Dave Watson poses for the obligatory photos as the players make their way down the steps. John Dean and Chris Woods. Paul Haylock. There's Louis Donowa. Steve Bruce, arguably the man of the match. Mark Barham, a close second. Dennis Van Wyk, whose heart was in his mouth after he gave that penalty away. Asa Hartford, a winner for the second time in the League Cup final. John Devine, who didn't come on, but still has a winner's medal. And Mick Shannon, 36 years old, still with a smile and all that enthusiasm, as he's a winner as well. Last to make his way down. And look at those outstretched hands trying to get a shake, and he's doing well to keep his balance as he makes his way down as well, Mick Shannon. Sunderland fans applauding the players as they make their way off the field. But it's all about Norwich City today as they start their lap of honour. And they'll pose for the team photo, all with their various mementos, scarves and caps and different things. They're the proud holders of the 1985 Milk Cup, a competition that's been dominated in later years by Liverpool, but now it's a new name on that trophy, and the name is Norwich City.